Void hates tempo and he hates summons. And Lycan gives you a little bit of both here.
Yeah, and Bristleback can't really interact with this hero too much, right? You're not actually going to be able to slow him down during his ultimate. Warlock is food for the Lycan. Omar's going to help him.
Yeah, this is...
Back by the flame break. Beautiful setup from Omar, and they do manage to get first blood for Sumail, making things that much sweeter. Not only do you kill the Tiny, but you got the first blood to your mid lane.
That's going to be the real test in this game of can you contest what this Bristol's going to try and do? They're going to try and kill him on the lane and should get him here.
Yeah, rather easily. Omar makes it easy to run down Bristleback. That's going to be the strength of the Bat Rider pretty much this entire game. They do have 3 melee cores, so if he gets strong enough, his kiting potential goes up dramatically. Hits him with the blood grenade. They want the extra kill on Zion. Zion's trying to play around with GH a bit too much and will pay the price for it.
GH off to a pretty strong start here. He's going to get a ward deep in the lane. Now he can scout out this stack action. Not a lot early, but good to get some eyes on it, and you can test the 6-minute power run if you really want to. Trying to take it away from the Tiny. He's got full resources. That is a good rune to get.
Now he's going to be trapped by the coil for a second here. Takes off the stun. Actually doesn't go for the Bat Rider. Wants to try and deal with Sumail, who's chasing after Riddies. Not quite enough damage there. Sumail jumped to his orb, though, and he's a bad position. Got the juice teleported in to take advantage of the situation. What a TP in. Getting, like, teleporting in, not having his level 6 yet. Just feeling like he was needed in that fight. That was crazy. Omar running it, got the juice. He should just be able to get close to the tier 2 and time walk. His damage really wrapping up. He does manage to get back to the tier 2 still, though. It just means time he's not farming. Still not getting his level 6. Coil goes out onto the Warlock. Easy kill there.
This game is looking too easy for Nigma Galaxy right now. I don't really know what you're supposed to do with this lineup if you're NAVI Junior.
They got to make sure
making
just
the move to mid too.
Oh yeah, this is a nice move. If they're so focused on the triangle, you get behind Niku. Where can he go? He's going to be backing up into a tombstone preemptively laid out for him. He gets ganked underneath his tower, and now with the shapeshift, they could just go to work on the tower.
As maybe some of the pressure taken off NAVI Junior, reset, try and regain some of this map. Chase GH out of the triangle. Dangerous chase here.
Fight around this tombstone. Nico and PMA are trying to deal with it right now. Should be able to get that, but Riddies does die in return. Flank break pushing him back.
Not the greatest grimoire of all time, but yeah, Riddies he'll do it. So you're looking for a big play with the ults. Try and slow down Nigma Galaxy's game even more. They got the puck.
They did. That's exactly what they want out of this Chronosphere. And they also have big damage in the back line. So even if the puck is dead, it's not the only threat. It's the Lycan who's going to come through and just rip up the supports, especially with the Bat Rider setting up. Got the juice, can't get off the time walk in time. Ghost is able to run him down at the same time. They found their opening. They found what they were looking for. But the problem is, Nigma Galaxy is still too strong, puck or no puck. And they are going to run down PMA as well, as it seems like he cannot get away from this. Like, wait, maybe he can. Oh no, the shapeshift runs out.
Feels bad for him right now.
Yeah.
Niku dragged up to the high ground. Pulled down. And dead.
Easy kill.
And that's the problem. If the Tiny plus supports can't find pickoffs, you are just slowly bleeding out map control, and then the pickoff becomes even harder to find. They're going to ward the
cliff,
going to
be Nigma Galaxy in a position to jump in, and they're jumping on your side of the map too. Now it's an early pickup, Waning Rift, there goes, Silence onto the puck, and an avalanche, and into Chronosphere. They really want Sumail dead, and they've got the king.
Can they get out though? This is like it's still a big threat. Omar cliffed himself. What? He's just dead?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way out of that situation with no firefly.
What was that?
And now GH is going to get run down. Nigma Galaxy They're the ones who are having issues now. How did this go so bad?
I do not understand.
I felt like it was the same as the last time. They committed a lot to kill a puck, but shouldn't they still be able to fight? Yeah, shapeshift going down.
They're still getting run down.
Ghost is going to try and do this by himself, but they're just all going to die one by one. They lose the Aegis, but the Terrorblade, it's Terrorblade and Undying. Tombstone's going to be dropped on the side here, but the Terrorblade's dropping fast. There's just no saves that can come from this Undying. He doesn't even have Soul Rip right now. They're effectively going to get wiped. This is going to die now. Like, this isn't just on the slaughter. It's just one after the other. Is Omar dead as well? Oh my god. Now, PMA is going to die for this, for sure, but I almost feel like it was worth it just from a moral breakdown. Like, he slaughtered support after support.
That still feels like a win for NAVI Junior. Like, it's a lasso attempt that could have resulted in a team fight, but instead you just bleed your Rubik and you get your BKB on the Void, and now you can fight with BKB Chrono Faces Void, eyeing up this Lycan. If you bring him down,
they went all in. For the first time, they go for the Lycan and not the puck, but they don't have enough damage. Not enough initially. The bash? No, it's not quite enough. He does not have the control, and the Lycan is now out of here, and Ghost is right in the middle of these heroes with Metamorphosis, and Samael is now open to a free fight.
That was a damage test. They did not pass it.
Right, that's where a lot of your damage comes into play, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Going on Tiny again.
No BKB this time around, caught in the same part of the map, but the coil this time will be a death sentence for him unless he can get bailed out. Nice golem drop, and the final bit of damage is not there. Bailed out by the utility of the support. The face shift dodge. Samael this time around, he gets the better of the Faceless Void. A lasso initiation onto the Rubik. They'll quickly burst him down thanks to the amp damage, and now with the Lycan form and the puck, the mobility to chase down the supports, they get another one. DMA in the backlines does kill Omar, but back to the Tiny kill. Tiny trying to teleport away. The damage, can they get enough? It's not. TP out successful. PMA on the run. He'll TP out as well. The supports do die for it, but the NAVI Junior cores survive. The problem is they don't have the power to contest this top lane push that's coming in now. No Chronosphere to stop Ghost.
Gotta poke him down here. As much damage as you can get. Will be a Sunder available, but you're just trying to dissuade this push. Here's the Sunder. Another 40 seconds for another one.
Yeah, they don't really toss back up for much. Trying to get the toss back doesn't work. Now going to be coiled up. He does have BKB. He activates it, but the damage, it's too much. The physical damage of Ghost will put him down. Worst case scenario for Niku, going in, not getting off his BKB fast enough, and then getting it off, but still dying. That is a complete top lane of barracks taken for Nigma Galaxy. DOTA2 does manage to get the kill on Omar on the other side of the map. He's not coming back until his Chronosphere is up, or at least he's coming back, but they have the advantage, and now they feel like they have the advantage. Going for the kill, the shapeshift, but the bashes come through. Too many bashes. Nice Sunder though. Ghost, he gets it off on DOTA2. Time walk not available, but he's going to take the fight anyway, and he might just win it with the bashes. Ghost is slowed down. He's kited around. First life down. DOTA2 managed to get away before Samael comes in with the Waning Rift. Samael trying to push the NAVI Junior heroes away from his carry, but Ghost, he's stuck in the muck and the mire. That is the viscous nasal goo, and he cannot make it out.
Samael stuck on the cliff. He's time dilated. He's gonna die too.
Yep, you're right. Time dilation will be the death of him as well. Ooh, Nigma Galaxy. They have, it just feels like so many times they have this game in the palm of their hands, and then it's just, it slips through their fingers.
Yeah, you're right. He held it too long. Chrono now straight into this Lycan. It's dead again. Oh boy, this game is in NAVI Junior's hands. It feels like Nigma Galaxy have lost all momentum. Nice coil.
The lasso jump onto the Tiny though, so it's core for core. Ghost with his meta activated, but here comes the bristleback. And what do you do about this guy when he runs up to you and then just turns around?
Yeah, look at this. It's just so stupid. I mean, it's 1v4, and they want none of that. You're just wasting your meta duration, wasting your tombstone duration. This is, again, not the type of fight you want to linger around if you're Nigma Galaxy. You don't want to be caught at the tail end when your spells are going down.
Is that worth it this late into the game? To like lasso Silver Edge burst down bristle?
Yeah, I think it is.
Noob in a
big
bad
problem.
position. Telekinesis. And now we'll see whether or not the Bashes hits him with the Scythe. Makes a run for it. Got the juice. Time walk Chronos here. He drops it. And with the Tiny on the side, with the Aghanim Scepter, they have some real damage to throw into that Chronosphere. Quite literally now. NAVI Junior on the north side of the pit. Nigma Galaxy largely playing in their triangle here. They're going to pop the meta. They go all in on the Bristleback. Trying to finish him off. The Chronosphere goes out, catching 3 different heroes. A Tombstone save, though. They just build out the Terrorblade. When he
Second
comes back
Chrono.
out, though, he's still Chrono.
On 4.
A second Chronosphere. Got the juice. Got 4 this time around. He's already killed 2 of them. Going for a third on the Noob. Can't quite kill him. Maybe PMA can get him back to GH on the Undying, though. That's a much easier kill. And Nigma Galaxy are going to have to play off of buybacks here. Ghost hasn't committed his yet. GH finally does die on the side. Noob teleporting away in the trees. He can't make it out either.
That Bristle is such a bait, man. Like, again, if you were going to go on him, you needed to do it when this Void was showing elsewhere. Some extra cast range makes it a little easier.
Got the juice. He's going to be walking in here into Noob. High ground Zayats, and he'll give him the vision. Pulls him out of the Chronosphere. There. Oh, nice
he tossed him in.
The puck into the Chronosphere. He's going to be comboed as the second Chronosphere gets dropped. Nice Undying Tombstone, but same situation. Come out of the Tombstone, instantly get killed. Sacrifice is not going to save you here. Ghost, he just can't do the damage here. His entire team is gone. He's making a run for it. Thanks to Silver Edge, he might be able to do so. The puck is moving around, caught and dead.
It's a dieback
for him. Oh, this game is done, I think. Nigma Galaxy, the lanes are pushed in. Ghost is going to have his last hurrah by himself. A buyback from the Undying. The only person who can save him. Feels like deja vu, Avery. Ghost versus everybody with an Undying sitting in the back. Not able to do anything for him. It's over. It's done. Nigma Galaxy can't close out the game, and NAVI Junior push it late and have a clear advantage with this Faceless Void. The very sick Faceless Void last pick that they drafted.
They played it well. Like, they weathered the storm. A lot of pressure on them in this game. They lose 1 or 2 fights in that mid game. They just get run over, and this game looks very one-sided. But they're able to hold on, pick their moments. Nigma Galaxy falter a little bit, and that's all it takes for this game to stall out, go late. They didn't use the map pressure as well as we think they could have. That's the nail in the coffin. You just have to reset and go game 2 here. Like, this was a game you could have won. You faltered, but you're gonna have to step it up to go game 2.
It's a weird matchup against Ursa. There's far too often that I've seen this carry a matchup, and Ursa just goes on the Abaddon. Oh, he pops his ultimate. Who cares? My Fury swipes have built up to like 10, 15x. So when it goes down, he just gets 2-shot. We just got pulling shenanigans on both the side lanes, so not anything that's terribly interesting. Got the juice. They're actually going to try and go on him here with a tag team. Oh, the whip goes out, but it doesn't last long enough.
Damn.
That fear only lasts so long. It's 0.6 even if you get the max fear duration, so it's just simply not a reliable disengage. And another kill. Nigma Galaxy, they do get first blood even if it wasn't from the smoke, and they get second blood as well. That means they can get Lotuses on both sides. The timing of those kills is impeccable. You do have a Riki.
Yeah, this is the problem. What do you do in the early game with this hero if you can't just kill people on your lane? And now you're trying to do the stacks here, but Ghost, he knows what's up.
It's
gonna get another freebie
by a sentry that they had on the ground.
Oof. This bear is already out of control, dude.
Push them out of this triangle, then there's nothing stopping from Nigma Galaxy from holding this area, or maybe holding the Wisdom Shrine. They're going to go for that one. Coil is up on Niku now. Omar getting a little bit low. Nice snowball dodge. And Samael is going to get good Spirit Siphons out of this situation. Finally, the coil is going to be dropped, but they just own the area. You can't force them to break the coil, and they only break it to try and chase after more heroes. They take your Wisdom Shrine. They got the one on the other side. It's double Wisdom Shrine for Nigma Galaxy. So a 2,000 net worth lead, but also a rather large experience lead as well.
Looking towards bottom as well. Eyeing up this half HP Abaddon.
Yeah, trying to get him to use his borrow time early. He hasn't leveled it up just yet. Got him inside the arena, catching 2. Now got the juice, levels up his ultimate and pops it. Doesn't get too much of heal off of it, and they don't get a kill either. Coil in the back lines. GH is threatened a bit by Niku, but he's rather easily able to get away. Now the push forward. Much of the damage gone on the side of NAVI Junior. A good wall, but not good illusions to play off of it. The game is slowing down and towers aren't being taken. I mean, I just can't believe Shield Rune Exorcism up and no towers going down. But NAVI Junior looks so impotent. Maybe they can catch Niku here. It's a hard catch, but they've got him.
He canceled his TP going bottom, so he just stuck here anyway. Nigma Galaxy take advantage of it.
Oh, new
They're gonna get a reload as well.
Dual Scepter into Arena Spear. The relocate on top, guaranteed kill. So I was getting a little concerned. Things were slowing down a bit too much, but Nigma Galaxy quickly put those fears to rest. 2 core kills and straight into the Roshan. Fast objective play. Make something happen with the Radiance. Do you force it on this timing, or are you just kind of waiting for something to show itself? Because if you don't make the play, then Nigma Galaxy is going to. A noob with his blink Yules, he can find picks all around the map, including the puck. You take any other fight, you're getting relocated on. You probably lose that just because you're behind already.
But the way Nigma are playing this map is very solid. Like, they're playing the Mars and the Ursa together with the reload threat to back them up. They have catch in the damage, and then they're playing this IODP to just pressure lanes and towers. And NAVI Junior are not reacting well to this.
This is the problem for the Abaddon. I don't like it versus the Ursa, but also the Mars early on. You pop your ultimate, you're still stuck inside the arena. They get up the wall, but he's still caught by a spear. Just trying to slow down this Abaddon and help his team get there. Looks like DOTA2 does manage to reset, though. Between the wheel and the slows of the daggers and stuff, they weren't able to chase alongside Noob. Omar does end up going down. Zayats is traded at the same time. In the mid lane, it's Niku.
Lead continues to grow here, 13K. Pretty successful Aegis period. Even get one more for the road? Another Wisdom Shrine?
Have they gotten a Wisdom Shrine?
I do not think so. Unless they got the 14-minute one.
Yeah, they lost the first one. They lost the third one, so... Oh, noob. Look at him go. He sets up the kill on the Ringmaster, but still finds the spear on Zayats to catch 2.
Chasing out this puck, dude. Landed the silence. That was very close. Just keep rolling in.
Going after Omar here, vacuum him back into the Wheel of Wonder. Did not get him to look at the wheel, so that's going to be unfortunate. They can't even get the kill, and now the fight is not going to look so good for them. DMA already used the vacuum, so can't get the vacuum up to the high ground here. Got the juices going for the IO. Might be able to kill him here with the help of Niku. They do manage to do so, but Samael is still in the middle of this with his exorcism. And once that ult is gone, forgot the juice. He's going to be in trouble. It's gone now, and the ghost will gobble him up. The bear will eat him. He's dying one way or the other.
Got the Mars.
Nice pick from Niku, though. Yeah, getting the Mars is a pretty nice trade-off. 3 for 3. Oh, Samael just blinks in. He knows he's a god right now. Exorcism about to fade out. So he's got a big heal coming his way, so he gets a 4th kill for Nigma Galaxy, a 3 for 4 in the end.
Where he can abuse the lack of control. Basher already done for Ghost, though. He's hunting.
A little curveball action. Try to hunt him down on the orb. The relocate, he's going to be right in the middle of the relocate here. Samael, they just go for PMA. Does manage a vacuum wall, trying to disengage now. Making a run for it with the surge. The Yule Scepter put onto the Ursa, but it's Samael that's the bigger problem. They still get the kill on Darkseer. Now looking for more. Not finding it immediately. Oh, Noob is the one to find it. Blink Yules on the Ringmaster right before he gets up to the high ground. Samael, a godlike spree for him, in control. And they'll take tier 2 mid now.
Yeah, it's done for the Abaddon. Hitting a nice little item timing here. They're not as far behind as the net worth shows.
Oh, Omar so quick with it. Managed to blink away. Still going to be caught in the coil. They throw out the Wheel of Wonder. This is a good choke point to play around, though. Omar's not dead yet, and Samael's right in the middle of him with this BKB. Dangerous point. Niku, he's got to get away. Jumping to his orb, backing out. Omar finally goes down. Nice Yules into a spear onto PMA, so he's not getting out. They chase after GH, though. Niku will manage to get that one. Got the juice, is kind of stuck here. Can the Niku get out? Oh, he didn't have anything to jump to. His Blink Dagger was on cooldown. Got the juice stuck around to give him the Aphonic Shield, too, but wasn't enough. Spear back onto Zayats. Lose sight of him for a second there. Now still get him. Triple kill for Sumail. Another successful team fight for Nigma Galaxy.
Something to go their way. Sumail on the hunt.
Scythe out on Reedy's. Scythe's trying to stop him with the smoke screens here. Yule Scepter on the Mars to stop his initiation. Got him with the dagger too. Tags him here. Vacuum. They're all in. They're going for the IO. Trying to finish him off. God, it just takes so long. They will eventually get him here, surely. He's inside the snowball for now. When he comes back out, though, got the juice, will manage to kill him. Now he focuses on Omar. But what about Sumail? It's Sumail, and now Ghost is going to join in, and he runs down, got the juice. The early ulti usage will cost him as the Ursa shows up to the team fight. Nipu, once again, will survive.
Like, I see any hero out to NAVI Junior's base, I'm instantly going on it. I'm running at them, and I'm putting them back in the base.
Sumail, he's got an Aegis, and you know the IO's got to be behind him. I'm not sure they're setting up on this Death Prophet, but he can't be good. Okura ain't Wheel of Wonder, catching two heroes. Will that be enough, though? Certainly not. Ghost is already shredded through two rather easily. The snowball pushing them forward right on top of these heroes. Omar, GH are just able to walk away. No punish there from NAVI Junior on the supports.
It's not much of a surprise factor when you don't have a lot of damage to bring these targets down. Hoping that there was something there. We'll try and defend the banner. Unsuccessful defense. We'll get the ult out of the Abaddon here, though. He's stuck.
And he's still stuck in this ice shards, and the Ursa is beginning. He put the Yules on him, stall out the rest of his ultimate. But with the vacuum, they are going to reset here. Sumail getting a little bit low. Arena on 3. Noob jumping in, sees his opportunity with Got the Juice, no longer having his ultimate. Once he's inside the arena, the follow-up will come from Nigma Galaxy. Ursa will eventually get there. Sumail blinks in instantly. He killed the carry.
But Ghost is protecting the angle.
They have completely stopped this angle of approach. They throw out the wall, but BKB activated. So Ghost just starts going to work on Got the Juice. He doesn't want to overextend too much, though. He backs himself away. They deal with Science on the side, and PMA almost dying. Maybe the snowball can reach him. It tags him, and he dies to Omar. Buybacks immediately going to be put to use here. And finally, they're like, okay, I guess we have to deal with this Death Prophet. They all in on him. Omar gets a little bit low off this one. Omar might actually die. Picked up by the snowball. Rolled over to the other side. Ghost is almost dead, but he's not quite dead, and the problem is still there. Sumail is the problem on the Death Prophet.
I never even got the Ursa, dude. He's just kept alive, double saving supports, gets the job done here. Nice game from Nigma Galaxy. I mean, that is how you run an IO lineup. They picked the absolutely correct carry in that 4th slot that just puts so much draft pressure on NAVI Junior. And big question, though, in Game 3, if you don't get the IO, can you replicate some of those factors without this hero? That's going to be a true test, because it's unlikely you get it in Game 3 unless you're willing to first phase it. Was guaranteed almost. You had to know it was coming. It's a mid-Dark Seer,
though.
Yeah, it is a mid-Dark Seer, but it's still such a good Ursa game. This feels like last game, where like this Ursa just... What are you going to do versus this guy as the game progresses? I guess you can doom him, but there's a swap out. He's going to have power to help him farm.
Very nice. Top lane, they did a hard camp pull, and they stacked the easy camp, so that is going to make the creep equilibrium pretty much live on their side for the next few minutes. Bottom lane, though, there goes your first blood. A clash they saw in the opening. Reedy's just a little far out. They turn around on him with tag team. They had all 3 of the abilities on Omar, which is where Tusk really starts coming online, and that level 3 timing of the Doom, where you've got Scorched Earth.
Does not feel great. Broke the tether with... Oh, he didn't break the tether. Wow. That must have been really close.
Nice rotation from Omar. They're going to take huge advantage of this situation. Oh, he snowballed after Zayat. PMA will try and go for the deny. Oh, GH gets him with that final hit.
Just farming an empty lane. The Darkseer went jungle. So this is a incredibly fat Tiny.
Skewer back. Omar is slowed down by the blood grenade. He can block things off, perhaps. He's actually just going to snowball for now. And the IO joins him. Oh, on the wrong side of the shard. They try and break the tether, and they do manage to do so. GH is in trouble, pulled back into the avalanche and killed. A little awkward.
Pretty sad for him. I don't think he expected that outcome. We'll have to accept
Top
it.
lane going for the dive on a PMA. This is, oh my, I always hate Vengeful Spirit getting run down in towers, but they will manage to TP rotate, and they'll get the tusk. So nice rotations. Another thing I'll add it on top of that, that while that mid play was happening, they went for the kill on the Ursa at bottom. They used wall, but it wasn't enough for the kill.
In fact, Got the Juice can continue to sit down here. Super nice for him.
Tombstone goes out. Samael's going to try and deal with it while Noob backs away from Got the Juice. He's got a lot of stacks on him, so he's got to be careful there, but Got the Juice is quite low.
Fight for the Wisdom Shrine up top. Nigma Galaxy going to win that one.
They're going to win that fight, and they're also winning the bottom fight. Omar's now going to join them here. I mean, he's losing the fight just by missing out on all this CS. A lot of it died under tower, and he couldn't lay claim to any of these hits, but then on top of that, they kill the support. Look at Ghost going back to those stacks on the side. They really want to make sure this Vengeful Spirit is shut down. Taking all of his stacks, they do manage to get that kill on bottom, chasing him down. Niku makes his presence known in the side lane finally, but the stacks are taken, and PMA is going to die.
See who they can find lurking behind this tower. They have Doom available too. Would love to just throw it on the Ursa here.
Got the Juice, a little skittish, but he's not knowing that this full wraparound from the side is going to get him anyway. He still has the enrage, he's going to pop it now, but Snowball, it's going to catch up to him. Got the Juice is not getting away from this one. The Tombstone's gone. Riddies, he's going to be chased down as well. It's going to be 2 kills for Nigma Galaxy off that rotation.
Nice little move from them.
Will there be a punish here? A TP coming in from the Ursa. They really want to try and take this fight with a jump in. Immediately a toss combo put on the Ghost. He's at half HP. Omar trying to beautiful wall vacuum though.
Oh, got it.
A better RP.
Holy.
And they're all locked down for the empower hits from Got the Juice. A toss over the top and get wiped out by Nigma Galaxy.
I can see it a little bit. I still favor NAVI Junior.
Trapping in PMA, trying to kill him at a distance here. Don't want to overcommit to this, though. PMA gets the swap off, and now they're grouped up underneath the Tombstone. This is dangerous. Got to deal with the Tombstone. Goes dealing with it, but Got the Juice on top of him for now. Relocated attempt, and a swap. It goes out, and the teleport will not go away. GH can't get out. It's a 2 for 2, though, as the push forward from Samael and Noob did manage to run down some of those other cores. Noob, though, still has to deal with Got the Juice. He'll take away the Aegis, but he can't get away from the other 2. Giants even going to join in here, and Noob will eventually die. So it's a 3 for 2 in the end. And I like that NAVI Junior spread out. Like, they get that kill, and they're pretty clumped up, and it was a little inefficient, but they immediately are like 5 different heroes on 5 different parts of the map, in part because you're not going after this undying. Catch the IO, perhaps, and got him
stuck.
into the avalanche. That's really nice. Toss back into, so the Ursa's stuck, sure. But with his fed the IO, you just spoon feed him. Here you go, little bear. Have this IO. Ghost, he's going to be skewered back into Got the Juice. He's not getting out of this situation. Noob will pick up a kill out of this, though. And with the BKB being used, Got the Juice can't actually run into the Doom. He's a little bit scared of the situation. They're going to go after the Undying, though. Swap goes out. Snowball will still connect on to him. Riddy's quite low. Got a Tombstone save. Omar, he'll now be chased after the Rico. Nice vacuum. Samael separates himself. Can he get up the surge and run away? No. Oh, they brought extra heroes to this thinking they could still fight with the Gyrocopter IO down. And NAVI Junior, they reset really nicely and found the Rico.
Because the armor is just still not there yet.
This Venge is going to be hitting for 300 damage a hit. Right, it's not just the Ursa that's a threat. The physical damage is ramping up so much. PMA is going to be caught in the river, though. The smoke up from Nigma Galaxy. It's not a fast kill, though. It's taken some time, and he still has that Aghanim Scepter. The Ursa goes for the jump. They throw out the RP and burst down Doob, and now the avalanche hits the Gyrocopter. It's done.
Yeah, that's Venge, right? You just run it and you bait out this play. He doesn't even die that fast. Even if you kill him, he has another illusion. So it's a brutal time to try and fight.
He built up. They have to naturally build armor. And Gyrocopter got the swap. That's going to be Samael right away. There goes your team fight. Omar, he's going to be victim of trying to save Samael here as well. So 2 easy pickoffs. And NAVI Junior, they could have sat down and just said, okay, let's just go ahead and do the Roshan after we've taken this mid lane of barracks. But no, they keep hunting. Having bits of pokes, they have to, at some point in time, commit a little bit more. There goes the vacuum wall. Not really the best. Got some heroes in there. New trying to get his initiation. He whiffs on that one. Doesn't get it needed. Doom has to throw it out onto an Undying. That's just not going to be the great target. And now
it's
the RP
over.
locks down, and it's over. They're going to have to play for buybacks, but they don't have buybacks on the cores. So this game, this series, it's looking completely done, Avery.
Not enough damage, not enough ability to survive in these fights. And it's so much this game came down to that laning phase. This big Darkseer pick just did not do enough, right? It didn't create any sort of map pressure. It didn't synergize that well in the end. And Nigma Galaxy getting outplayed in this game 3 is another fantastic Ursa pick. Wins another very free Ursa game. You just cannot give this hero this deep in the draft if you don't have good answers to him. I've seen this time and time again in this patch. Like, hero just 1v5s.